Hello class 10th, I am Ashok, your English teacher, present with a new video for you. Today I am going to discuss the textual questions of the chapter number 3 of the book First Flight, Two Stories About Flying. In previous videos we had read both the stories one by one, and today we will go through the questions and answers of the both stories. You will all write these questions answer in your fair notebook. If you have already written responses from anywhere else, then leave, but watch the video for better understanding of the chapters. So let us start the discussion. First of all, we will discuss the questions of first story, that is his first flight. Question number 1, that is on page number 36. Why was the young seagull afraid to fly? Do you think all young birds are afraid to make their first flight, or are some birds more timid than others? Do you think a human baby also finds it a challenge to take its first step? So, as answer, you can write this answer. The young seagull was afraid to fly because it was its first flight. It is a well known fact that doing something for the first time is challenging. Therefore, all young birds must be afraid to make their first flights. Similarly, human baby would also find it a challenge to take its first step. So this is very fair answer. You can write it on your notebook. Now see the question number 2 on the same page. The sight of the food maddened him. What does this suggest? What compelled the young seagull to finally fly? So answer is there. You can write this answer. The young seagull was very hungry. It was this hunger that ultimately compelled to fly. Its hunger only intensified when it saw its mother tearing at a piece of fish that lay at her feet. It cried to her, begging her to get some food. When its mother came towards it with food in her beak, it screamed with joy and anticipation. However, she stopped midway. It wondered why she did not come nearer. Not being able to resist or control its hunger any longer, it dived at the food in its mother's beak. At that moment, his hunger overpowered his fear of the great expanse of sea beneath the cliff. Finally, this plunge was followed by the natural reaction of its body, that is to fly. In this way, he started to fly and got out of fear, got out of his fear. So this answer you can write in your notebooks. Question number 3 is there on the same page. They were awakening to him, calling shrilly. Why did the seagull's father and mother threaten him and cajole him? Cajole means persuade someone to do something by coaxing or flattery. So answer is written there. You can see the answer and write this in your notebooks. The young seagull was afraid to fly even when it saw its brothers and sisters flying and its parents helping and teaching them. It could not gather enough courage to make that first flight. That is why its father and mother were calling to it shrilly and scolding it. They threatened to let it starve on its sledge if it did not fly. They did so because they wanted it to leave its fear behind and learn to fly. So this was the purpose behind the coaxing and calling shrilly by the family members. So you can write this answer. This is very fair answer. Let's see next question 4 and 5. These questions are based on your personal experience, so you can write only on the basis of your understanding of the chapter as well as your personal experience, because your answer can be vary. So it is up to you how you write the answers of these questions. So you can go through your textbook and then answers the question number 4 and 5. Now see the second story, the black aeroplane. On page number 40, question number 1 is there. I will take the risk. What is the risk? Why does the narrator take it? The answer is there. The risk was to fly through the black storm clouds. The narrator took the risk because his home was beckoning him. He was dreaming of his holiday and looking forward to be with his family. He also wanted to get home in time to enjoy a good English breakfast. So this is the reason that he wanted to take the risk. Now see the question number 2. Describe narrator's experience as he flew the aeroplane into the storm. As he flew into the storm, everything went black. It was impossible to see anything outside the plane. It jumped and twisted in the air. When he looked at his compass, he saw that it was turning round and round. It was dead. Along with it, all the other instruments, including the radio, were also dead. Suddenly, he saw another aeroplane. Its pilot waved at him, asking him to follow. He was glad to find a helper. He was using his last fuel tank and there was only enough fuel to fly 5 or 10 minutes. Then the other pilot started to go down and he followed. He suddenly came out of the clouds and saw the runway, on which he then landed his plane safely. So this answer is very appropriate answer. You can write this. Question number 3, page number 40. Why does the narrator say, I landed and was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota? Answer is written here. You can go through this. After landing, the narrator was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota because he had a horrific and scary experience flying that plane. He was happy that he had landed the plane safely. That is why he was not sorry to walk away. Instead, he wanted to know where he was and who the other pilot was. So this was the reason he went away from the plane, to know about the other pilot's details. So this answer can be written in your notebooks. Question number 4. What made the women in the control center look at the narrator strangely? The narrator had asked the women in the control center about the identity of the other pilot. She looked at him strangely as there was no other plane in the storm. She told him that no other plane was flying that night. His was the only plane she could see on the radar. So this made the women to behave strangely as narrator was asking about the other pilot. So this answer can be written. Question number 5. Who do you think helped the narrator to reach safely? Discuss this among yourselves and give reasons for your answer. So probably it was the narrator's own self that helped him through the storm. There was no other plane in the storm, as the women at the control center could see only his plane on the radar. Also, no other plane was flying that night. In his fear, he might have been hallucinating. He was a good pilot, and it might have been his own self that came to his help. On the other hand, God helps those who help themselves. So his bravery can be the reason that he come out from the storm. Now see page number 40. This is another exercise for you. Try to guess the meaning of the word black in the sentences given below. Check the meaning in the dictionary and find out whether you have guessed right. So go and have a bath. Your hands and face are absolutely black. So we will read all and then we will discuss the question answers. The taxi driver gave Ratan a black look as he crossed the road when the traffic light was green. The bombardment of Hiroshima is one of the blackest crimes against humanity. Very few people enjoy Harold Pinter's black comedy. Sometimes shopkeepers store essential goods to create false scarcity and then sell these in black. Villagers had written the criminal black and blue. So we will see the answers now. The meaning of black in this sentence means in the first sentence is that the face and hands are dark with dust and heat. In sentence second, black refers to an angry look. In sentence 3, blackest refers to the darkest and cruelest crime against humanity. In sentence 4, black refers to dark and gloomy comedy. In the fifth sentence, black is that the shopkeepers sell the described goods at a higher price. Here black means in sentence 6 that the criminals suffered excessive beating at the hands of the villagers. So in this way, black word is used differently in all the sentences, and here we have discussed the meaning. Now see, another activity is there. Match the phrases given under column A with their meaning given under column B. Fly a flag, fly into trees, fly along, fly high, fly the coop. In B column, move quickly, suddenly, be successful, display a flag on a long pole, escape from a place, become suddenly very angry. Now we will see the answer. Fly a flag means display a flag on a long pole. Fly into, become suddenly very angry. Fly along, move quickly, suddenly. Fly high, be successful, fly the coop, escape from a place. So these are the answers. You can go through these. Now this is the last question. We know that the word fly means to move through air using wings. Take the words which have the same or nearly the same meaning. So there are many words. You have to just take those which are nearly the same meaning as fly. So these are some of the words which you can take: swoop, flit, float, dart, soar, hover, sail, skim, glide, flutter. These are some of the words which have same meaning as fly. That's all for today. Thanks. Have a nice day.